Welcome back, everybody. I'm back today with the Sledge because we're going to do some upgrades. So, reason I'm doing some upgrades is tire blew out. Now, oddly enough, it didn't come unglued anywhere. None of these are unglued. So these are holding up pretty great. What I think happened here is I did hit something on the side here, and then I did a backflip, and I'm guessing when it ballooned, separated this and tore out the whole tire. But like I said, not unglued or anything, so that's awesome. But I got some new tires over here. I'll have 3 spares. Eventually I'll get a new tire for that and glue it on there. I'll have to pull that one off. So what I got is some Arma D-Boot Backflip MT 6S tires. Yes, I know they're not Traxxas, but I got this idea from Kevin Talbot. If you're an RC person, you already know who he is. But we're going to put these on. It will require a little modification on the rear, but it looks fairly easy. And then RPM makes bumper for this, which makes it stick out in front of the body rather than have your body continuously tuck under the little bumper it comes with. So this is the RPM, I believe 70982, so it's only about 20 bucks or a little less. So these tires are around 40 for the pair. I was gonna get some belted tires, but we're looking at 80 bucks for a pair, and I'm not that desperate, so if it comes down to it, we'll just get new rubbers for these. Honestly, buying a pair of these is like a few bucks more than getting rubbers, so I might actually look into getting some different color wheels, but that'll be in the future. So enough of me jibber-jabbing. We're gonna go ahead and get these things on. There we are. Yeah, I went and got the drill because that was enough. So there's four of these on here on the 4 corners. This long guy goes in the middle, and then the 2 in the front. So what this does, this is actually goes on the front here. Actually, probably goes this way. And then you pop those 2 screws through, and that retains the hinge pin here. Everything seems solid. So let's get the bumper done. And all you need is, there's this lip on the underside, pop it on here, and then those 2 fasteners and nuts go on there. So the fasteners go down, nuts on the bottom. Should be able to just drop these in. Gotta line them up. And then pop this guy on. So kind of complicated to do it in the air, but I wanted to show y'all. So let me start fastening this one. Get this. I don't want to drop these nuts. That's what she said. Alright, there's the bumper. Now all I gotta do, get those screws fastened on the bottom, and it's ready to rip. But we're going to do tires as well. Alright, new bumper's installed. Let's take a look at it. Alright, much better than it was. Now the bumper's in front of the body rather than behind it, and it won't get tucked under. Everything's tight on here, so we're good to go. Next up, get these tires off, and we'll have to do one modification for the rear, like I said. This one should already be pulled off, so there we go. It's fighting me a little bit, but there we go. So it does fit, it rolls freely, so pop my hex on. Alright, that looks good on the front. Now the rears. And this is where we're gonna have to make a modification. And before I do this modification, I just want to show, if I can show, that when you tighten this down, This definitely is rubbing somewhere. Just very stiff here. I believe what's rubbing is this guy, and then right down here, it's just not wide enough. So I'm just gonna take my Dremel tool and get a little of this off. Before I do that, let me just show you how it looks now. So you can see that little lip there. I'm just gonna take a little off, and these armor tires should fit. So let me get that done. Alright, so here's what it looks like. I just knobbed this out a little bit with the Dremel tool, and now that wheel actually spins freely. So I'm gonna do that to the other side, then we'll go outside, give the new tires, new bumper a test. Here in the backyard, got my controller, got the sledge. Go ahead and give it a drive with the new tires, new bumper. I will be filming with the GoPro attached to the controller again. I know in the last video it wasn't great, but I'll try to do better this time. So let's get to it. The new RPM bumper and the armor tires are absolutely fantastic. The bumper held up very well, took a lot of direct hits, kept the body protected, especially when it nosedived, and I even crashed into a wall once or twice, and that was at speed. So it survived, no cracks, no bends, nothing like that. And it's even strong enough and durable enough for me to carry the truck with it. So I think this will last quite a while. I'll link the part down below as well as the tires. The tires themselves, absolutely fantastic as well. I have no regrets dremeling the rears, It made this truck so much better than it was before with the sledgehammer tires, and they barely ballooned at all. The sledgehammer tires would literally turn into basically discs, and that would cause traction issues. And in the air, it does help the rotation, so you can do double backflips or backflips faster, but honestly, that's not a big issue for me. I'd rather the tire not balloon and explode from a tiny little nick that it gets in it. As well, I noticed this one, it has a crack right here, so this one's probably no good anymore. I might be able to salvage the tire, but I doubt it, because I'm going to have to unglue it, everything like that. The Dremling, I didn't get enough, it looks like, because you can see it's kind of shiny down here where the hub of the wheel was kind of finishing the job for me. But I have to say, the wheel doesn't look that bad. It looks fine to me. There's no issues there. So no regrets on the Dremling. And I'll even flip this around so I can show you the other side. So here's the other side, same deal. I didn't do enough Dremling, but it was enough to get this on, and then the hub itself could finish the job. So, and this tire also doesn't look bad at all. So I really am happy I did this. I'm definitely going to do more upgrades. Sorry about the footage. I mean, wasn't the greatest. I'm still using the GoPro mount on my controller, so I'm trying to drive, but I think I'll be able to fix that in the next video. Actually, I might make the next video about that, if this gives you any hints to what I'm gonna do. Anyway, street driving, I didn't really go over the grip on these. Street driving was all right. It does slide a lot, but you know, I was able to still get it to pull full throttle and do a backflip, well, basically lay on its back on its roof. But I also did some wheelies and grinded it down on the spoiler, basically. On the grass, performed excellent. Dirt, looks like it's going to perform great. I don't have a lot of dirt in my backyard, but enough to give it a little bit of a judgment. So these tires, A+. I would totally do this all over again. The Dremling, everything. The sledgehammer tires, I don't know if I'll ever buy these again for the sledge. Maybe for my rustlers, but it's just not worth it for the sledge since I blew that one out pretty darn quick. And this one's already cracked. So that's going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to leave them. As well as if you can do those clickety-clack things in the corner, really appreciate it. I thank you all for stopping by today. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and take care.